What's up gamers, DreamcastGuy here, reviewing today Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 5. Normally, I put my score for a game at the very end of the video, but for one time and one time only, I wanted to make an exception and warn you up front that this is a broken mess. This game gets a 2 out of 10. Now before you get mad, let me explain exactly what's wrong. Back in the day, the Tony Hawk series was revered for its innovation. Each new entry expanded and built on mechanics that were well loved, but in Pro Skater 5, those are all thrown out the window. The tight controls and fun open objectives that made this series great have been replaced with small mission objectives and poor physics. Each level begins with you being dropped in an open area, letting you explore, bump into other online players, and select a mission to try out. These skate parks are wildly different, but the 10 missions on each skate park are nearly identical. Hit some barrels, jump through some rings, try and score 1,000,000 points in under 2 minutes. You're going to be doing these things a lot if you want to beat this game. While these objectives sound simple, unfortunately some are nearly impossible to complete due to the broken physics engine. Ramps seem to either shoot you like a cannon or completely kill your speed and drop you to your death. Some ledges you can grind on, some you slip right through. There's no consistency in the environment, you never know exactly what to expect, and because of this, the only way to accomplish anything is through trial and error. Many times I found myself playing a mission 10 or 20 times, having to find that 100% perfect path or else failing utterly. If that wasn't difficult enough, you also need to master the new super abilities. For example, almost every mission I undertook on the skyscraper level required that I use the new double jump ability. This made things even harder, along with giving everything a goofy, cartoonish feel. If you manage to beat enough missions, you unlock more levels and costumes for your character, and here's where we come across another extremely bizarre design choice that I just don't understand. There's a lot of skaters to choose from, but I wanted to stick with Tony Hawk. As I leveled him up though, I noticed that I had customization options. You can swap out a person's clothes, their board, or even their face for some reason. With my newly created Robo-Hawk, I decided to go back to the missions to unlock everything I could in the game, and that's when I noticed how small these areas really were. Lots of missions will lock you into a tiny space, but never clearly tell you what the limits are. It basically throws up a set of invisible walls completely surrounding you, and if you touch these even for a second, you're thrown all the way back to the start. While you're trapped in these tiny shoebox stages, you're probably going to notice that every square inch of the entire game is covered in ads. Energy drink machines tucked into every corner, all the ramps have clothing brands. In fact, even this timer at the top of the screen is an advertisement for a watch company. It honestly looks like a free-to-play cell phone game. Being able to create custom parks does return, and that is a nice feature, but it still also feels lackluster and hollow compared to previous games. The worst thing of all though is the glitches. Game-breaking glitches around every corner. The camera will randomly malfunction and stop following your character, or start vibrating so hard you can't tell what's going on. Sometimes you'll just slip through the world. Some of these errors are rather forgivable, but one isn't. This game will crash. In fact, my game crashed while I was autosaving and destroyed my file after 10 hours of playing. I'd unlocked every level, I had nearly max stats on my character, but one bad crash completely unmade that. I bet you're wondering why I even bothered to give this broken game a 2. Honestly, I think the levels are well designed. These levels have some well-placed ramps, cool environments to jump off of, and multi-tiered zones that were fun to explore. I just wish we actually got to do something fun in them. Other than that small highlight, everything about this title is a dismal mess. Even if they release a series of patches to fix all these errors, I just think at its core, it's not a good game. Thanks so much for watching gamers, this has been DreamcastGuy with another review. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, share it with your friends, and subscribe for future videos. But do me the biggest favor of all and keep dreaming. Thanks so much for watching. If you liked this video, maybe check out my last video. Please subscribe, and if you want, share this somewhere with your friends.